Hello from Chicago. After a 14-hour long duty, I landed early this morning, and the yarn shopping didn't happen. I spent all day in bed, and maybe you're wondering why my voice is like this. I had a small incident on the turnaround in Atlanta. I'm flying the freighter on this trip, and we have special stairs, and they're a bit wobbly, a bit slippery, and my colleague told me that they were overfueling the aircraft. By the time we realized it was 40,000 pounds extra fuel. So I rushed downstairs, not that fast, but fast enough that I slipped, and luckily I managed to catch myself with one hand on the handrail, and my throat got caught on the handrail, but it stopped me from slipping. I was lucky really because I could have done a lot of damage if I had fallen through the side. But yeah, so my knee is scratched, my boots are scratched, and my voice obviously, and I'm in a lot of pain when I swallow on this side. But I will survive, and so obviously I was just resting today. I didn't even knit, I did nothing. I was just licking my wounds really and feeling sorry for myself all day. Tomorrow I am deadheading back to Incheon, and so that I can deadhead back to Los Angeles to go on my leave to Mexico. It's a bit crazy, but what I'm planning to do instead of the yarn shopping in Chicago is going to be what I knit on. So I guess the flight from Chicago is going to be about 15 hours, and then 10 hours back to Los Angeles. So it's going to be 25 hours. Of course, I have to eat and sleep, but what I'm going to do is start my Ranunculus and see how much of it I can do on these two flights that I will be passenger. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow during the flight. There's not going to be any voice or anything, it's just going to be videos or just pictures, but I will make a recap after the flight, after I land. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope I get my voice back soon. So I landed a couple of hours ago from Chicago, and I'm doing the laundry, and I'm sure you're curious to know how much knitting I did during a 13-hour flight, 14, I can't remember. All this, and the yarn is neon, so it is not a gentle dégradé, but it's still good for the summer. And I'm using the videos from Sun Dragon, Tips and Tricks, to help me with the pattern. And it's not a tutorial, it's just some tips to knit it more easily. I'm on row 31 of the yoke, so I've almost finished, and then I guess it will be the sleeves, not too sure. And until now, it's the same size for everybody, for all the patterns. I will have to decide soon what size I'm going to make. But I'm very pleased with the result. I only had to frog half a row once, the whole flight, and yeah, tomorrow we fly home via Los Angeles, and I will have more time to knit, and maybe I knit a little bit now as well while the laundry is washing. So that's the update on the Ranunculus. Bye. So I made it home, and last night or this morning at 1 a.m. it was a long trip this time, and this is how much of the Ranunculus I've made on my 2 deadhead flights. Of course I had to sleep a little bit as well, but I still have to knit a bit more to have the right length. And I might knit longer than what the pattern calls for, because I don't want it to be too short. And what helped me a lot to make it is, of course, the Sun Dragon tips and tricks for the Ranunculus, and also these shorter needles. This is what I recommend, especially to start, because my first attempt was a disaster. I had normal needles and it doesn't work. It gets too tight, and so this is what I recommend. I'm going to finish it in the next few days, I hope, and then I will be able to show you how it looks like on me. So yesterday I finished my Ranunculus, and look, I love it. I think it's one of my issues. I always think it's a bit short. But to be honest, I think it's not that short, and I was lazy to block it, but I am going to block it. I think it's going to look way nicer. If I block it, you will see the lace a bit with more definition, and maybe it won't be so short. The sleeves, I left them like this because of the dégradé. It would have been a bit weird to have a different color of sleeves. And yeah, I use size 4 as well of the Ranunculus. And really, you don't need to decide what size you're going to make. I didn't even make a swatch, imagine. Because until the 4th part, I think, it's all the same size. You do not decide. It's only after you finish the lace, when you do the raglan increase, that you have to decide what size you're going to make. And you can use this or the back to see how many stitches. You can count here to see what size your Ranunculus is going to be. So it's really great not to have to make a swatch. And the thing is, you can leave it with as much, you can wear it with as much or as little ease as you want. Really, it's personal preference, really. So there we are. I will block it, and I will show you how it looks once it's blocked. So I am in Los Angeles. I did a stop on the way to work. Something happened and I had to stop, which was nice. It was not supposed to be that way, but it was nice. I used my points to stay at the Regency Hyatt at Los Angeles Airport. They have a swimming pool, and for me it was so nice to have a day by the pool. I love sunbathing. So I wanted to show you how the Ranunculus looks when it's blocked. I used, to remind you, Katia Neon yarn, which is a cotton and acrylic blend, and I did it in size 4, and everybody uses needle 6, I guess. So, and just to remind you, you start, everybody has the same size until you finish the lace. Maybe it's here. And then depending on the size, you knit more or less to have the armholes I didn't do sleeves because it's a self-striping yarn, so it would look strange. And I think it's nice with this yarn for the summer, it's perfect. So let me show you how it looks. And I'm just getting ready to go to work, so I have my uniform trousers, but yeah, I think I like the result. And of course, I think you need to put something underneath. It wouldn't, well, I wouldn't feel comfortable without having something underneath with the sleeveless, but I love it. And I'm already planning to make another one. So I'm going to put the rest of my uniform on now and go to the airport. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah. Bye.